Hello, air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. How are you? I hope you're well. Thank you for coming here. Thanks for clicking here. Thank you so much for all that you do, being in the comments and reaching out and hitting that thumbs up. Thank you so much for doing that. It's the way we're going to find other air signs so we can start breaking apart these readings for you. But for now, we will do them all together. So I have marked everything down in the description below in terms of the time for your reads. And where are we going to start? We will start with... We'll start with Gemini today. So the rest of you can go ahead and scroll. I'll be with you in just a second. All right, Gemini. Here we go. We're going to use some oracles first, Gemini, to find out what's going on and what energies you're looking at here. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini, if you're interested in a private read, I do have 15% off my readings right now until the 31st of March. And my most reasonably priced reading is $40. And so you would get 15% off of that. All right. Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell us about Gemini. Tell us about Gemini, please. All right. Okay, it's been a thing. We're doing 3, I guess. Got the Loving Man on the bottom of the deck. Loving Man, I see in this deck is probably Earth energy or a Leo because of the sunshine that's coming down on that person there. This is the person I feel that is waiting in the future. You might meet them at some sort of creative event. It says creative endeavor and it says event. So there might be some sort of a creative event that you go to. Musicians on the beach, or maybe you're going to the beach. For those of you that can go to the beach. All right. What do we got here? Behind a mask, a teacher, and dark thoughts. I like it. It's very interesting energy. This teacher, this spiritual teacher, is hiding behind the mask. Yeah. This spiritual teacher is hiding behind the mask. And I feel like the reason that you're hiding behind the mask is because you are in a dark night of the soul. Or you are allowing the negativity of the world to creep in on you. Dark thoughts. Yeah. You might be someone who is a teacher. Like maybe you do that for a living. Maybe you're a spiritual teacher. I'm looking at the picture here. And you can see that, she has a lot of knowledge being sort of thrown up at her, but it feels like it's, pink and purple. The person who is wearing the blue, oh, is it green? It's blue. Yeah, the person that's wearing the blue is the one that's probably, they're 2 different shades of blue. Well, this is more purple. So I'm going to say that this is the teacher because the teacher would be the one who would be doing the speaking, throat chakra. This person here, though, I think is having their third eye opened by what they're learning. So that makes me think that maybe this is a spiritual teacher. Or maybe you are, a teacher. Someone who teaches. And I mean, that could be that you're in the school system. It could be that you're a spiritual guru of some sort. You could be a psychologist, psychiatrist, that kind of thing. Those people are all teachers, right? And it feels like, Gemini, that you might be hiding behind the mask of teacher. Yeah. Okay. Got a new deck to deal with here. Yeah. This one here, if you haven't seen it yet, Gemini, it's this. It is the Voices of the Souls Oracle. So I'm going to pull a couple out of here, see what's going on, give us more energy here. Tell me about Behind the Mask, Teacher, and Dark Thoughts. Tell me more about that. Secrets and Mirror Effect. Okay. Ooh, this is mysterious. I love it. Okay. Gemini, you must love it with me. I know you're cerebral. You like to figure shit out. So the mirror effect, right? It feels like you have been hiding yourself from someone that you see as your equal or your mirror or your twin or the person that you're the most connected to. You have negative, dark thoughts and I feel that you already know about this connection, whether it's no matter what the depth of the connection is, it's 2 people mirroring each other. So there's someone else that you're thinking about, I feel, that is kind of going along in life and has experienced some of the same things that you have in your life as well. I think that you've been hiding that all, though. That maybe, You're hiding it. This person has shared it with you, but you're hiding it. Even though you are the teacher, the reason you can be the teacher is because you know about what's... It feels like there's a mirrored effect going on here. You know that you have secrets that you must tell. What card numbers are these? We've got the mirror effect is card number 13. 1 and 3 is 4, which is stability. So you feel that you have stability within the mirror effect, but you're keeping it a secret. I feel like there is somebody here who's mirroring you. You knew or know. I'm going to say, because this is in the past energies, right? But I feel like you knew or you know that this person has the same secrets as you. It's like they've gone through all of the same things that you've gone through. You have that knowledge, I feel, but they don't, because you're behind the mask. So to them, you look like the teacher. I think you know this. That's part of the dark thoughts, I think. That you have not revealed yourself. You've not been honest with someone. We have karma. Ooh, forgiveness. Good. Some sort of forgiveness that's coming. Karma. I feel like you're supposed to give the forgiveness because of karma. You know what I mean? You're supposed to make sure that you forgive somebody for something that they did. All right. What else do we have here for Gemini, please? Ooh, it's gotten really... Gemini, you don't bring me this kind of energy usually. I'm very interested in sleuthing this out here. Yeah, very interesting. Thank you so much for this beautiful energy. Called on Gemini. They showed up in spades. All right. Tell me more. Energies do we have here, please, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? What energies do we have for Gemini? There's change coming at you big time. Double down on the change. Uh-oh. Well, at least you're not a fixed sign. I suppose you're not Aquarius. That's a lot of energy there. It says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. You need to take the mask off. We have death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Yes, absolutely. It feels like there's something that ended in the past that you kept a secret or didn't talk about, and it has to do with this mirrored effect. We'll talk more about that later. What do we need for... Okay. Just 1 second. Of course, they've got to be the ones that are the hardest to reach. Okay, there we go. All right, Gemini. I'm always trash talking Charlie, sorry. Yeah, he fixed the deck, and I complain that I have to reach all the way over the end of the table. All right, here we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell us about this teacher behind the mask and the secrets that are therein, the secrets therein. Yes, let's find out what's going on here. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay. Tell me more. Interesting. We've got the Page of Cups. Page of Cups. I think you're realizing that something that you perceived as ending was actually just a change. It was a plot twist. Yeah. And I think that the person that you're thinking about mirrored that. I think that they also think that it was just a plot twist. The two of you aren't talking. Secrets are here. Woo. All right, but we get justice after the Tower. I'll take it for sure, right? Right, Gemini? You get justice after the Tower. Sometimes it's worth the upheaval, the change, yeah, the death of something, the beginning of something else. As long as you can get your justice, sometimes it is worth it. We've got the Devil. We've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Under the deck, we've got the Eight of Swords is in the future. not being able to make a decision because you're standing on a point. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles is here. Something has been moving really slow. There is someone here who is single and is going back to the crossroads in the future. All right. Let's see what this is. What's going on here, Gemini? I feel like, you know what? I feel like the devil and the dark thoughts with this energy here. It feels as though you feel that you have something to apologize for. It feels like an attachment to the need to say sorry. It's the fear of they're not going to accept my apology. I'm only going to give them a small one. Someone is trying, though. I feel like it's you, Gemini. I feel like you're going to open the door to something. I think what you don't understand is that once you do finally decide to... Oh, yes, surprise. Yes, right. Sorry, Charlie's interrupting here, but I'm glad he does. So, Charlie is my guide, by the way. I'm always here at the readings. And the Page of Cups here tells me that, yes, it's a surprise to you. It's an upheaval and a change. I feel that there is something coming that you don't expect. It's a surprise. You've been worrying about it. It's going to bring justice, but you're going to have to go through the Tower. It's hard Scorpio energy. We also have Libra here. So we have this hard Scorpion energy, or Scorpionic energy, and then we have this balance being blessed right away by the universe. This is major arcana, so is this. This is stuff that's coming at you that you cannot change. There is some sort of a tower coming, and we'll figure out what it is. It's something either you've been putting off or something that the universe has been putting off. It's the Seven of Pentacles, which means it's been growing for a while, or it's been a long while since we visited this thing, and that's why the tower only ever falls when you put something on the back burner that's going to obstruct you from your path forward. And so the universe comes and drops the tower, the illusion that you built, so you must start again. It feels like you left something on the back burner with the Seven of Pentacles. It feels like there is somebody or situation you left on the back burner. I feel as though you're charging at it, though, that you may just listening, sorry. You waiting to charge in, waiting to be impulsive. Something worries you. You're scared about it. Yeah, let's get into the Lenormand here. Something is worrisome, or I think you're scared to give somebody an apology, but I see that Page of Cups as an apology and a surprise. Anyways, let's keep reading. Let's find out what's going on here. All right, so this, you see? Yeah, you can. Okay. Hope there's not too many colors going on here. Hopefully it's not too confusing. One more, please, for Gemini. All right. Okay. Yep, understood. Got to get more energy on the table. So we've got card number 31, which breaks down to a 4. The Sun, right? The Sun is revealing things that are in the three-dimensional world. So in this world, the Sun is here to give light. Interesting. I was just looking at this here. I was just looking that this is a 6. It's where I've never noticed that before, that there was a shadow pointing to the 6. It's almost 6. For some of you, that might be significant. Like it's almost 6 o'clock, or it's almost this. It's going to happen in the 6th month. This is an Ace of Pentacles, like maybe something's going to bloom or start and on the 6th month. It's June, right? Going into summer. It's like as it's transiting to summer, I think. It feels like you're trying to find you're trying to find comfort, you're trying to find knowledge, you're trying to find clarity, and it's because something happened in the past that was really hard on you, I think. Okay, let's take a look here. So we've got the whip and the broom. The whip and the broom, it's always about something that happens really quickly, but I do believe it happens because it's destiny. Card number 11. It also will give you balance. It'll be hard to go through at first, but it will give you balance. We have the Jack of Clubs down the right-hand corner, which indicates this is the Knight. It's the energy of the Knight of Wands, which is right here, right? So it feels like something that ends quickly, ends up being your balance, actually. And I think that you have a fear because this thing did end so quickly and impulsively. It feels like your fear is in making an apology, but also that something is to surprise you. It feels like you know that there is some kind of energy coming at you or ready to surprise you. Okay. You feel something's coming at you. Gemini, you feel like either someone is on their way to you or it's time to move forward. It's time for victory after the loss of the whip and the broom. We have the Two of Wands here. It feels like there is after something's been put on the back burner, the mask is on, right? We're behind the mask is over here. So we have someone here who is behind a mask, who needs to come out and let everybody see who they really are. That could be you or them. I feel the mask is pulled off, and I think that's why the Tower's here, that you actually get to see the person that's behind the mask. Or the person that's been behind the mask. It feels like it's something that is, this happens after this thing that ends here. Look at the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is the adventure. The world's in my hands. I'm going back to the crossroads because something ended quickly. Okay, understood. And then we have the Page of Cups. Now that it's coming up here as well, it feels like somebody wants to apologize for being behind the mask. And we've got the storks here, which historically, right, are a spring bird, right? They'll go where they'll leave and they'll come back in the spring, but they always come back to the same nest. So it feels like somebody that you know already, and that's why it gives you balance, I feel. It feels like you're about to either apologize to or surprise someone. Either you're taking off the mask or they are. You've manifested it. It's the challenge here, please. We have the Ten of Pentacles as the challenge. So the long-term relationship is the challenge here. Tell me about the Page of Cups, please. The Page of Cups is, so someone was in stagnant energy, standing their ground, not really sort of feeling defensive, feeling defensive. It could be part of the dark thoughts. Okay. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. Okay. So it is a surprise. Now, it is a surprise, I think, that you feel this way. It's a surprise that you want to move forward. It's a surprise to you that you want to begin again. It feels like there is somebody here that you're thinking about, and I feel that you two have been separated and that it's been okay. That it's been okay that you've been in separation. You've been holding your ground. You've decided you're going to move along, but you're okay with the separation as is until you're not okay anymore, which is what the Tower is. So tell me about the Tower. Why do we have the Tower here, please? Why do we have the Tower here? Oh, I've got the Tower here because of the Six of Pentacles and the Lovers. And the Moon in the Moon energy. Okay, so it feels like the Tower is a complete surprise. The complete surprise, I believe, is that you are thinking about your mirror effect person. That's what I think. I think that there's been secrets, and the mask you're hiding behind is your emotions. You are this person's teacher or their superior or someone who would look after them, or you could be someone who is a religious leader, or you maybe work together. Maybe you're both teachers, but nonetheless, I feel like the Tower falls and the illusion breaks through, like you have a breakthrough. The Moon has been hiding some information, I believe, that maybe you chose not to see, but the Moon really does hide it from you until you're ready. And that's the blessing of the Moon, is that you see it when you're ready to see it. I would say that things are not as they appear. I think that you've had a realization that you need to go get your soulmate. And I feel like you're going to get it. Your person could be someone who is Libra, Aries, Capricorn, Gemini, just like you. Telling you about justice. Yeah. It was an ending. Someone walked away from you and it was an ending, or you walked away from them and now there's going to be communication. So it feels like this is going down. It feels like somebody comes back to the nest, somebody comes back to the neighborhood or the old city or whatever it is, because they've been manifested or have been manifesting the new start. I feel like it's an impulsive decision to go back home or go back to the place that you were at or go back to your own city or town, your old city or town. It's like an impulsive decision that you make to go because you're thinking about the Queen of Wands. Someone that you're super attracted to. They could be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, but it's someone that you have a lot of attraction for, someone that you see as being very much in charge, being fierce, taking care of themselves. This person's been through a lot, and that's why they are who they are. They've gone through a lot of hardship in their past, and so forged through fire. Yeah. It feels like this person is someone that you see as your forever person, because storks mate for life. And you've been feeling sad that you haven't seen this person or haven't talked to them. Why is the Devil here? So I think that you were in some type of a relationship, or maybe you had feelings for someone. It feels like you got hurt by that. You may have dated someone at work. It feels like it wasn't meant to work out. It means like it was meant to be a lesson. The Devil energy is here. And the Devil energy is here with the Four of Swords. To me, there's not much healing going on because all you're doing is laying there and being critical of yourself. I think it's time to work on you. I think it's time to give the love that you would give to somebody else. It's time to give it to yourself. Yeah. I think you do that back here. I think that's what takes you to this place. Yeah. All right. The challenge still is a long-term relationship, but you know what? Oh, yeah. Exactly. Okay. Charlie said we need to know about the secrets and the mirror effect. I just about ended this video. Tell me about the mirror effect. What do we need to know about the mirror effect, please? The mirror effect is... We have Judgment in the reverse. Interesting. You two have judged each other and it caused heartbreak. You were very hard with each other. You had a lot of misconceptions. You misjudged each other. And it feels like you're both currently in a heartache or disappointed position here. But it looks like there's going to be communication because we have the Page of Wands. Yep, there is going to be communication, and I think it's secret. I don't think you're going to expect it, ergo the Tower, right? Tell me about the secrets. What are the secrets you're going to learn? Secrets are, there you go, first one out the hands. The secret's someone's in love with you. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, it's the Empress. And she's your happiness. She or he. Yeah, masculine or feminine. The Empress has both energies, right? It feels like you have been through an ending. Yeah. And it is time for change. And it feels like you do harbor secrets. You're hiding behind a mask. You probably were working with this person. You were their teacher, their superior in some way. And you're not really sure if you should move forward and try this because of that situation. Yeah, it could be someone that you were working with. I think you're really going to be able to be willing to drop that mask. You're going to have to. Yeah, it's the only way you're going to get through it here. Seven of Pentacles tells me it's don't put shit on the back burner. Yeah, take off the mask. Go at it. Whether it fails or whether it doesn't, either way you get the lesson, right? Towers here. It's the forceful part of this journey. Yeah, the Tower says, no, you're off the path. I got to put you back on the path. We have to remind you there is a soulmate here and that you need to give this person reciprocity. I think it scares you, to be honest. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it does scare you. It really does scare you. I think the Tower is going to be terrifying, but it's going to give you a lot of revelation. I don't think it's going to impact you in any spiritual or financial way. I think it's just to get your attention, to be honest. And I think something's going to happen in your life that is going to make you pay attention to this connection. It's going to remind you of this connection. It's time to move forward. It's time to get out of the dark thoughts. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much, Gemini, for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. And I will see you in the next couple of weeks with more readings. Of course, there's always a sneak peek for the week, and that comes out every Monday or Tuesday. I'm going to go for now. Thanks, Gemini. Bye-bye. And hello, Aquarius. Told you just take a second. How are you? Thank you very much for coming here, for clicking here. I appreciate you. If you would please reach out and hit that thumbs up if you enjoy this content, so we can keep, draw more Aquarius towards us here. Thank you so much for doing that, and I hope you'll be in the comments with us. All right, Aquarius, if you're interested in a private read, you know what to do. Look in the description. 15% off until the 31st of March, in honor of International Women's Day. I like it. Get the code from around the yellow dot there and take that over to Wizio. All right, here we go, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius. It's the most important thing that Aquarius needs to know for the week ahead. And this will be for the next couple of weeks, you realize, right? But this will be predictions for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell us about Aquarius, please. All right. Wow. All right. Whoa. You're the teacher of happiness and optimism, or someone's going to teach you about happiness and optimism. If you're a teacher, you could be being honored soon. Being honored, and possibly someone might be giving you some type of I want to say that you're a promotion or more exposure or more responsibility, which I believe is a promotion, not in all cases, but nonetheless. It's a new beginning to teach you something about professional assistance, to teach you more about your job, more about whatever it is that you need to know at this time, whatever your current lesson is. I like this, though. Look at that. Optimism and happy success. What I loved about the optimism card is it always reminds me, of course, of earth energy, because it is all earth energy, right? But I love that even though she looks pretty abundant, and she has all of this beautiful stuff around her, that she is still giving gratitude. And I think that's where her optimism comes from. And I feel like I'm saying she because it looks like a woman from the back, but of course it could be feminine or masculine. I feel like this person realizes now that they are having happy success. And there is a reason to be optimistic. Look around me. I have a beautiful home. I have, a loving family that is well. Nobody's sick. Like, it feels like you realize or come to a realization in the consciousness. These are both consciousness. So I feel like it's almost like you see it in a dream, or it's given to you in a download, or it's the consciousness. It's like you're not aware of it, but all of a sudden you become aware of it. And it becomes happy, successful optimism. All right. Got a new deck that we're using here today. It is called the Voice of the Souls Oracle. And it is a beautiful deck. And I'm going to pull a couple cards from here. Tell me about this, please, for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius, please. Some more energy for Aquarius. Okay, it's the first one out. Free message. Interesting. One more. Physical pain. So you've come from a place of physical pain. It feels like you received a message. You didn't ask for it. Somebody gave you some type of message that really, it's like it broke your heart so much that it caused physical pain. Although I think you quickly get your balance after this, I feel like it's probably the worst pain you've ever felt. And I think that really lends to the healthy optimism, that it feels like you've been through so much pain that you didn't ask for. This is a free message, right? Yeah. You've been through so much pain that you didn't ask for, and I'm sorry. I feel like this is something that this is a way that you probably no longer feel, that this is probably past energy. That's what it feels like to me, that this pain is in the past, because at the top of the reading is the happiness and success and the optimism. So it feels like there is some sort of a lesson here that was learnt, that not only did it cause physical pain, but I feel there's a heart on here that it caused like physical pain, like the body, pain body. If you don't know about the pain body, you might want to study Eckhart Tolle. He talks about the pain body. Secrets. So something might have come to light. Something that really hurt you. That you learned a terrible truth. And it's just that. I feel like it was supposed to be learned. I think you were supposed to know what was going on. And it was a terrible truth. But I also feel as though you were able to rise above it, or you are currently rising above it, or may in the future. Okay. Let's find out what this is. We have humor and judgment. Judgment says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Yes, you do have your own unique path and challenge. And I think that you need to stay away from judging yourself and others. I know it's hard to do because people hurt us, and we feel hurt by people, the way that they react to us or judge us. And I feel like this might be some of the cause of the physical pain, that you were judged and somebody said something to you, they didn't like the way you looked or like the way you were or how you were. It says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I think that was a heavy time back there. Yeah, and that you've made a decision that you're no longer going to be, that heavy or be in that kind of physical pain again. It feels like you have decided to lighten up life. Yeah. Choose to focus on the lighter side of life. All right. What are we using for cards? Okay. Here we go. Aquarius. Tell us about this optimism and happiness and success. Happy success. Not just success. Happy success. Tell me about Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please. The next couple weeks. Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aquarius, please. Thank you. We've got Seven of Swords. We've got the Seven of Wands. And we have the Chariot. You left that person behind. Good for you. You did. You left the situation or the person or whatever it was that caused the physical pain from this message that you received. I feel like you decided just to leave it behind. Yeah, and move forward here. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Devil energy. The Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups. Interesting. Four of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. You missed an opportunity which caused you to juggle. Possibly a partnership. Somebody here might be juggling you in a partnership, or maybe was. The Sun is here. You are going to realize this. So for those of you who don't know that this is happening yet, if this is your reading, you are going to become aware of this in the next couple of weeks, that someone here is juggling someone else in another partnership. You're not seeing it. The Four of Cups. Okay. I mean, the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords. Seven of Wands. 777. Y'all. Y'all, 777. What? Yep, that's card number 7 in the Major Arcana. For sure. So I don't know if that's supposed to be a message for you, but I know it's a message for me that when I see 3 sevens in a row, something big is coming. Nonetheless, I'm the only one doing the reading, but you know, you never know when the messages are coming up for other people. So, Seven of Swords. So I feel like you leave the physical pain, the messages you got, I feel like you leave that behind. You're done with it. You don't want to fight anymore. It feels like this Five of Swords is looking over at the humor card. I choose. This person's choosing, whether it's you or them, choosing to live on the lighter side of life. I think it's you. You're choosing to focus on the lighter side of life. Tell me what this physical pain was. Tell me what this was. What caused the physical pain? What caused the physical pain was the feelings that you have for the Emperor. Why is that causing physical pain? Why is the Emperor and the King of Cups causing physical pain? The Eight of Swords, because someone's not making a decision to move ahead. Okay, so there was silence. So it feels like heartbreak. It feels like you were waiting for this Emperor and this Emperor to love you. And it feels like the Eight of Swords is here. Nobody made a move. This person did not make a move. Tell me about the message. Tell me about the message. That's too many. Tell me about the message, please. Tell me about the message. The message was, I don't think you're my soulmate. Yeah. So I'm sorry, but I feel like it was heartbreaking to figure out that this person is actually not a good choice, or is someone who had told you that you were not their choice. That would also cause that physical terrible pain. I'm sorry you went through that if that was you. But the Queen of Swords is here to be honest, and she's not, coddling you. She's just telling you like it is. And I think someone just told you like it is. They just said, look, you're not my person. I don't think you're my person. So, yeah, I don't think that you're a soulmate of mine. So I think that we should just leave it here. I think that you've decided to leave it. Yeah, I think that with the Seven of Swords here, there's always two swords. It's a decision, right? It's a decision to either try and get away with something or look back there one last time before you move forward with the other 5 swords. The 5 swords is here. Wanting to fight for something else. You stopped fighting for it. Yeah, you decided that you needed to lighten up. You stopped fighting for it. It was a decision you made to live on, focus on a lighter side of life. And I think that whatever was going on here was really hard, but you hit it with the optimism and the happiness and success. And that tells me that you decide to leave this in the past, because this person is looking into the past. There's 3 swords over the left shoulder here, so you can see that he's had heartbreak as well, or disappointment. And so I think you're leaving the disappointment behind, or the lies behind. I feel like you're taking the 5 of Swords with you, and you're going to use it to fight for whatever it is that you want in the future. The 7 of Wands is holding your ground, right? Holding your ground. I'm not going back there. I think what you're holding your ground on is the 7 of Swords. I'm just going to leave it there in the past, and I'm just going to move forward with the Chariot. I think the universe is blessing you with that Chariot, because they know that you've been through a lot. Yeah. The Chariot. Cancer energy. It may have been that you started withholding your feelings. Yeah, you started withholding your feelings and stood on that point. You thought, I'm just going to leave that back there. I'm not going to look at that thing anymore. I think you still watch them, though. You need to stop watching them, too. Yeah. The Page of Swords is here, and the Devil. I feel like you don't like what you see, or whatever you see is like, it makes you feel like less than, or why doesn't this person want me? It is a codependent behavior to stalk people on the internet. It is. It's very much about codependency, and that could be why the Devil is here. You could be dealing with Capricorn or Cancer. You don't have to be, of course. I feel like there's Earth energy here, so I'm going to say Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and I feel like that that happy success card is more about Leo energy than anything else. Yeah. All right. So let's take a look at the Lenormand here. Tell me more for Aquarius, please. Aquarius. Aquarius. All right, and that's why it hurt so much, I think. That's why it caused physical pain, because you really were loyal to this person. You were loyal for a very long time. And they lied to you. I feel that you feel lied to. It feels as though you had your heart full, you were waiting to share, and that this person was just, I'm not even going to say mean, because the Queen doesn't intend to be mean. The Queen is the one who's speaking up finally for themselves. And what I want to say is, I'm not saying that what they did was right, but I'm saying that maybe this was a time when this person finally spoke up for themselves, because they've gotten themselves into other situations by not speaking up. So I think that you got the Queen of Swords because this person was new to speaking up for themselves. And the message was, you're not my soulmate. And it probably hurt like hell. All right, we've got the 9 on the bottom of the card. Those are tulips are about romantic things, and I think that's in the future energy. Romantic things for you. I think that is something that is going to happen for you. Okay, let's look at this. So I feel like the reason that you felt so cheated or hurt or lied to is because this person, you were very loyal to them. You were a loyal friend. You thought you had a friendship as well as having feelings for them, because the 10 of Cups is here. It feels as though this person, you couldn't get close to them. They were always in swords. And it makes sense because the person comes at you in swords, so they could have been an air sign as well. But it feels like they come at you in swords, like the 5 of Swords is like, we have an argument about why I have to leave you behind. Maybe because the Queen of Swords has been so honest. It's like, I need to... The 7 of Swords is, I can't even listen to this anymore. I'm out. I'm going to go. I'm going to take my stuff and I'm going to go. It is about lying, right? I can't deal with the lies. You were so loyal to them and they lied to you. I feel like the last conversation you have isn't a good one. And I feel as though at that point, it's time for you to take your power back. And I think that's why the 7 of Wands is here. That you start standing on a point. You're like, no, I'm going to keep my back to it. I'm not looking back there. I'm going to protect myself. I'm going to protect my intuition. Number 2, right? The clover, of course, is like lush and lucky because there's a 4-leaf clover here. I don't subscribe to the luck, but we do have clover and it is a real thing. And you will find 4-leaf clovers around, right? It feels like You're no longer giving reciprocity to this person. We've got the Six of Pentacles in the bottom right-hand corner. And this is about luck, but I feel like you don't feel lucky in this situation. I feel like if there could be any good things about this situation, the devil is here to screw all of that up for you. It feels like something that you feel should feel happy and lucky and fun ended up being, you know, thinking about doubt, and I'm not enough, and why doesn't this person want me, and now why do I have to stand on a point? I think that the luck is, it's lucky that you did. It's lucky that you stood on a point, because I really feel like this, had you stayed, it would have really gone to a toxic place. That giving this person reciprocity would have been a very toxic thing for you to do. This person could have cheated on you. The card number 7 in the Lenormand is about being bit, or, you know, this is a snake, right? Somebody who has cheated on you or struck you with their words, or, you know, it's not good energy. It is energy that moves really quickly, very fast. The Queen of Clubs or the Queen of Wands is in the bottom right-hand corner. We do things only for ourselves, not for you, and we move really quickly. It feels like the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, I think somebody here is watching this person do it to another person, do this exact thing to another person. And it might be online. I feel like you decide that you're just going to move forward. I feel like you're going to move forward into the future here. Having been hurt, I feel like you're limping out of the set. Yeah, like limping off set. I just saw someone who's like in a play limping off set. So it feels like the Page of Swords tells me, though, that even though this person hurt you really badly, and I feel like you're still watching them. Yeah, I don't know why you're still watching them. Some of you are still watching them on the internet. Right. Yeah. You know, when you, for those of you who this makes no sense for, the sun is coming. And so you will, for those of you who this is your situation, you absolutely will understand it in time. You'll understand what I'm talking about. It may not make much sense right now. All right. What do we got here? Got the Page of Wands. Person's going to try and reach out to you again, I think, because they know you're loyal. Don't let them play on it. You know what? You are loyal AF, Aquarius. You know it, I know it. And you can get sucked in really damn easy because you're so loyal. Because you have put, I feel, a lot of time and energy into this, and I don't think you want to see it go by the wayside. But there's too many swords here for this to work, I feel. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. We're not talking the 2 of Swords or the 10 of Swords. We're talking about arguing and someone is lying to me and trying to hurt me, and I need to make a decision to cut them away. You know why you're lucky? You know why you're lucky that you stood your ground and didn't go back? The Ace of Cups is here. That was a karmic relationship. It was a karmic relationship. It was a message you needed to learn. I believe that all this pain and the emotional pain that you went through here and the physical pain that you went through here, I feel like it was something that you needed to learn. We have the Strength card in reverse. So at the end of all of this, I feel like you are trying to find your inner strength, that you're trying to be kinder with yourself, that you're trying to be more courageous, that you're really, I feel, trying to do that. I think you really need to stop watching this person on the internet. But I also want to say that there is somebody, I feel, that's studying you. Someone that you probably know, someone who probably is watching you either in the neighborhood, at the grocery store, at the coffee place. You know, I don't think it's anything sinister. I feel like this person might know that this went on, or is heard through a friend, or maybe you live in a small town. But it feels like this person knows of the situation. I feel like the luck is, that intuitively, I think you know that there is something else coming. There is someone else who's watching you. Tell me what the challenge is here, please. Tell me what the challenge is here. The challenge is the ships coming in. Challenge is the Three of Wands. The challenge is you waiting for the Ace of Cups to arrive. So it feels like something here is over, but the challenge is waiting for the Ace of Cups to arrive to you. In the meantime, I think you're supposed to pay attention to yourself, have your victories, whatever they are, emotional victories, I feel, with Cancer energy here. And if that means dating or whatever that means to you, I feel like the snake is here to say, don't move too quickly. You could get hurt. Also, stop watching that person on the internet. You're hurting yourself. Whilst you're trying to repair or rejuvenate yourself, stop watching that other person on the internet. You're hurting yourself. Right. Yep, the sun is here and it's not far away. And for some of you, you're going to realize that this has been going on far too long. And it's coming as a realization. I feel like you're going to choose the lighter side of life. You're going to choose it. And it's time for optimism and happy success. Yep. And it's going to be after you cut this thing away, after you're done. I know you're loyal. But look, there is an Ace of Cups coming here. Somebody who's been watching you, I feel. They could be Capricorn. It could be Cancer. I think I said that already. Okay, we're going to go for now. Thanks so much, Aquarius, for coming here and watching. And if you're interested in a private read, 15% off. Don't forget, it's in the description. I'm out for now. Love you guys. I'm out. Bye-bye. And hello, Libra. Told you just take a second. Thank you so much for clicking here and wanting to watch this. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, or the Cross Watcher, if that's who you are. Nonetheless, thank you for coming here. And if you wouldn't mind reaching out and touching that thumbs up, really trying to get more of this lovely the air energy, because we don't have enough at 10 of Cups Tarot. And I know I didn't start reading for air until probably the last year or so, but I feel like it's important that we get more air energy here. Yeah. Okay. So Libra, I'm here to do your reading for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. It is for, it is a prediction for the week ahead, but it should be for a couple of weeks. I come here every 2 weeks and do readings for the air signs. All right, Libra. Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up in the week ahead for Libra. Tell me about Libra. Libra energy, please. Ooh, all right. The Sacred Temple. The Sacred Temple is coming up in reverse, and when it does, it tells me that you are not necessarily connected to spirit, or that you question your connection with spirit, or it feels as though maybe the Sacred Temple is a place you're not aware of, so maybe more... there is more meditation practice that's needed to reach the Sacred Temple. Feels like it's a foreign place to you. We have a milestone. Okay, interesting. I feel like this will be your milestone. I feel as though the milestone is going to be that you're going to get balance. You're going to get inspiration. You're going to start to see things clearer. This says it's an event. It's a milestone event. With the Sacred Temple in the reverse, it tells me that you're someone who, if you have not had an awakening, is maybe due for some type of an elevation of some kind. But for those of you who have not yet had your own personal experience with in-depth or very transcendental meditation. Yeah. Meditation. You might want to look it up. Yeah. Okay. So we have conflict. So it says conflict within the family, possibly, Libra. You could be dealing with conflict in the family. You might have met someone new supportive connections. If you haven't met them yet, they're in the future. Looks like there is somebody that is coming your way here. But I feel like what we're focused on right now is your spirituality or the knowing of the self, because I feel like that's what the Sacred Temple is. It's knowing of the self. Our body is a temple. Plus, I feel as though the this particular sacred temple is a place for your spirits and your guides. So it feels like you still yet to be introduced to spirits and guides, but you are hitting a milestone. So I feel like there's going to be some spiritual work or some spiritual events, milestones coming up for you. Breakthroughs. Yeah. Okay. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra. This is a new deck, by the way. It's called the Voice of the Soul's Oracle. All right. We've got Source. Yes. Source. Just want to show you the box in case you hadn't seen it yet. There you go. Source. Yeah, we are talking about spiritual things. We are talking about Source. And this is card number 31. I feel like this card is going to, this energy is going to balance you. The Source energy. I feel like you're about to get some downloads. Whether it's sleeping or whether you're meditating, I feel like if you're not meditating, you should probably get on it because there's some important information coming in from Source that's going to help you reach a milestone in your life. Get on the horn with the Source, man. Time to start listening. Message to pass on. You might be a spiritual teacher. Understood. You might be the person who is going to get a message that you're going to be able to pass on to others. That message is going to be from Source. From your Source, whoever that is. And this is going to be a message that you're going to be asked to pass on, I believe. Or you're just going to feel like you have to pass it on to others. We've got forgiveness and mirror effect. Okay. Possibly forgiveness of someone who is a lot like you. Sometimes mothers, daughters, fathers, sons, they bump heads because they're very much like each other and they don't want to say that they are, but it's like fighting yourself, right? What messages are you supposed to pass on, though, from the Source? What messages are you going to receive that you're supposed to pass on? That everyone has a purpose. Libra. Everyone has a purpose. I know what I'm here to do. I love it. Whoo, I just got head to toe chills. I love it. Look at that. You have figured it out. You know why you're here. Wow. We've got trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. And it will. I promise you if you listen. It will. So, pardon me, purpose. I know what I'm here to do. You are supposed to spread messages of purpose to people. Now that you know what you're here to do, you're supposed to guide people to know what they're supposed to do. And I'm not saying give unsolicited advice. I'm saying that you are going to become some type of source. Yes, for other people. Because you're going to be given milestone messages, spiritual messages to pass on. I feel like you're going through a great change. It says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. I feel like you're going through a great change right now, that it's like you're becoming an oracle, or you are, that it's time for you to understand what the sacred temple is about. Yeah. I think you're going to be going through some type of transformation here because there is change. Change can also be the Wheel of Fortune, right? It sure can. Okay, let's get some cards. What are we going to use? All right. There we go. Let's look at Libra. Tell us about the milestone. Tell us about this. What's going on here? Milestones. Tell me about the milestone. Tell Libra about the milestone. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra's milestone. Wow. Libra, you're about to speak up. Look at you. Because of all of the air signs, Libra, you will do anything you can to keep things in balance. And even if that means ignoring something that's glaringly wrong, you will choose not to say anything unless it disrupts your balance. I feel the milestone is that you are about to speak up for the first time, or in a way that people haven't heard you speak up before. Interesting. You're going to be very honest. You're going at it, no bullshit. Yeah, you're like, I don't care. I got to say what I got to say about this milestone. The milestone is giving you strength. We have the Two of Pentacles. It's making you juggle. You're very busy. It feels like speaking up gives you the strength to push forward. It feels like you could be someone who is currently experiencing financial discord. Maybe there's a hit to your finances right now and you're barely staying in balance. I feel like speaking up to somebody, they could be a Leo, they don't have to be, they could be like you, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Libra, this is Libra, yeah. And I feel as though you are going to be giving clarity or getting clarity. I think you're giving clarity, and therefore you are taming the inner beast. You're becoming balanced and strong and courageous. Two of Pentacles. Feeling like all the balls are in the air, like something could implode at any second, something could fall off track. And I think that you're probably dealing in, for some of you, financial issues right now, or feeling like you don't have enough. Maybe that you're not enough. All right. The Lovers. Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. All right. So this milestone of speaking up, I think is the reason that you might be speaking up is because I feel that you need to get the attention of someone. Yep. It feels like the Lovers, the Six of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups tells me that you are feeling really overwhelmed about reaching out and giving reciprocity to someone who you feel is your soulmate, someone that you're very, very connected to. I feel like the milestone is that you're finally going to speak up or say something, because I think the universe is lending you strength, blessing you with it for sure. I feel like you have to wait to be courageous enough to give this reciprocity here. It feels like scarcity, that you could be living in scarcity, that maybe you have enough, but you feel like you don't have enough, or that you have enough, but you always tell the universe that you don't have enough. And it's when you tell the universe that you don't have enough, the universe says, okay, you don't have enough. That's fine. Yeah. So you're the one that has to call it in. So if you're saying to the universe, look, I don't have enough, the universe will say, yeah, right, you don't. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to change your mind. It's an overwhelming position that you're in to change your mind. Mm-hmm. Right, bottom of the deck, we've got the Queen of Wands. We've got the Six of Wands, and we have the Page of Swords. In the reverse, we have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you've stopped stalking someone, stopped watching someone online, which is good. Page of Swords is in the reverse. I feel like you want to talk to them. You would rather talk to them anyway, but it feels as though that at this point, I think it would be harsh words or not much to be said, or I still have more information that I want to mine for before we have this conversation. It feels like you're very attracted to someone that you want victory with in the future here. And you're not really sure whether you should open up and speak to this person or not. They could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. All right. Let's take a look, Libra. Let's get some Lenormand. Queen of Swords. You're speaking up, huh? Whether feminine or masculine, Queen of Swords is you. You're speaking at this milestone. It's like this milestone is making you speak up. It's making you wake up a new person, like a new person altogether. We've got the masculine here. The card is called the Man, but It is, of course, we know that all of us feminine, or all of us humans, right? How we have feminine and masculine energy, animals and plants as well. But it feels like you could either be the masculine, or this is your masculine. But there is, I believe, a masculine who's speaking up about who they love. 28 means that this masculine wants a brand new start, and the Ace of Cups indicates the same. The Lovers is, I feel like somebody here is about to speak up. A masculine is about to speak up to somebody who they think is their soulmate. You want to give this person reciprocity in friendship, that you want to let them know that you're a really loyal friend that loves them. The Six of Pentacles is you really want to have that given to you reciprocally. So you telling them that, look, I'm a loyal friend, and I feel like you're trying to find the courage to do that, to say this. I'm a loyal friend, and I really want to get reciprocity in that. I want you to be my friend. I feel like whatever you say to this person, that they're going to wait before they answer you. We've got card number 18, which is a 9, which to me is Virgo, and it moves slow, and we have to think over the details. And I feel like that you are telling this person, look, it's as loyal as it gets. I'm your ride or die. We've got on the bottom here, we've got luck. Also card number 2, which is the High Priestess. 6 of Pentacles on the bottom right hand corner indicates that you want to give some sort of reciprocity. You want to be lucky in love and friendship, and you want abundance, and you want to be able to use your intuition to know as to whether this person is going to give you the 6 of Pentacles, going to give you the thing that you want, which is the reciprocity. I feel like you have a lot of mountains to climb, whereas as it pertains to financial things, and learning how to juggle things as you approach really large and what seems like insurmountable mountains that are in the way of the thing that you want. I feel like you really want to communicate with this person that you feel is that you've been really super loyal to, but I feel that you think that there is too many things between you in order for you two to speak. We have the 8 of Wands in the bottom right hand corner. I think that you're feeling not enough. If it's not a financial issue with you, I think that you're in scarcity. You're feeling not enough. And 2 and 1 is 3. We're looking at possibly a partnership. I'm calling it 3 Pentacles because of the Pentacles that's here, but it feels like a really overwhelming desire to want to communicate with this person. The person, whoever they are, that is your person, the one you clicked here for. You're not sure when. You're not sure how you should do that or when you should do that. Yeah, there's something that went on between you that seems insurmountable. Charlie keeps saying insurmountable. It's like something you can't get over. Tell me about this masculine, please. So, someone could have walked away from you or disconnected from you emotionally if you're the masculine. If this is your masculine, it probably is the masculine that pulled away. Thank you. We have the 3 of Swords. We have the Fool. We have the Judgment card. We also have the 10 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. Interesting. All right. So if you, it feels like if this is your masculine, the masculine is probably the one that disconnected. It feels like you are the person who gets messages from the source. And it feels like, although, because this 8 of Cups is facing back into the reading, it feels like that you want to try and reconnect emotionally with this person here. The Lovers. Could be someone who's Gemini. We've got lots of water energy here. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Got Leo. We've got Pisces and Virgo here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. So in the future, there is some sort of a message that is coming. Okay, so I feel like you're about to speak up to this person that you think is your soulmate. And the universe is saying probably is a soulmate, that you have a choice between two, but I feel like this is one of the ones you have a choice in. I feel like you want to let this person know that you would like to heal this, whatever it is. It's like this is not something that you've ever done before. You've never approached someone and said, look, can we heal this? I want to be connected to you again. Is there any way that we can heal this and move forward? We have the Page of Pentacles, so you do want to begin again here. Yeah, you want to offer something small, maybe ask to take them out. I'm speaking as though you are the masculine here, just because I'm looking at the masculine, but I feel like you want to take somebody out. There's feelings here, Two of Cups. Yeah. And you want to have another chance. So this is someone that you already know. This is someone that I feel that you've been separated from. Now, while you've been separated from them, I think you've been healing. And I think it's because you've been healing that you've been able to show up as the Queen of Swords and being able to say something. I feel like you're ready to take another shot, and the universe is giving you the opportunity to do that. We've got strength here, because you know that this is a really great friendship and you'd love to have a new beginning here, but it feels like it's insurmountable. Like we can't get over the mountains that are between us. I think I just fell. Yep. There we go. We have the Three of, is that the Four? The Four of Swords in the reverse. Five of Cups and the Eight of Cups. This person walked away because they weren't happy. Yeah. I feel like somebody walked away from you, and I feel like they walked away because they weren't happy. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. There may have been an age difference, but mostly I think it was an energy difference. I feel like someone here was a page and another person was a queen. So it feels as though there was a lot of passion going on at the page level, giving you a little bit of emotion, speaking to you in, just spotty communication. It feels like you want more reciprocity here. What's the challenge in this friendship? The challenge is making it a full-on relationship. That's the biggest challenge here. There is a new start here. There is a new chapter here, and should you choose, you can do the new chapter thing. It looks like there is love here. Yeah, I feel like you still have love for someone here, but you are scared that it's not going to work out. I think you're feeling overwhelmed here. Yeah, you're feeling overwhelmed because you're not really sure if there's going to be victory. This person may want to stay single, and I think when you communicate with them, it feels like you're not sure what actions they'll take. You're unsure what actions they'll take, and so you're not sure if any of this can move forward. What are you here to do? Let's look at your purpose. What are you here to do, Libra? You're here to drop your burdens. You are here for the Ten of Cups. You are here as the Queen of Swords. You've already learned the lesson of the Queen of Swords. I feel like the Ten of Cups is going to be yours. You're going to be ultimately happy once you decide to drop all these burdens after learning about all of this stuff. Yep. I feel like the sacred temple is where your mind is going to find its freedom. And it feels like the milestone that you reach is that you become spiritually aware. All right. No, I think we'll leave it there. Yeah. Should we leave it there? Okay, yeah, let's leave it there. So we'll leave it there for you, Libra. Thank you so much for clicking here. If you're interested in a private read, please don't forget to look below in the description. Look for the yellow dot, the code, and the link that you need for Wizio. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, Libra. I'm out for now. Bye-bye.